Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a cheap marker tutorial. I'm going to be, ow, that hurt, I just kicked the table, but I'm going to be using some Crayola markers. I mean, you don't have to just use Crayola markers, you could use any cheap markers, but what I have are the Crayola markers. So yeah, I'll be using this 50 pack of Super Tips washable markers. Whoa, they're falling out. Okay, anyway. And I found this at Michael's, which is shocking. I knew they existed because I've used them before when I was in high school. It's these multicultural, where is it? Multicultural, let me turn on the light so you can see. Crayola markers. Yeah. Sucky things about cheap markers. A few things. There's not a lot of colors. I mean, there are a lot of colors. Like, I mean, come on, I have a 50 pack. But there's not a lot of different variations of colors. It seems like all they do are bright colors. So another bad thing is they don't have numbers or the names of the color on the marker. So you can't really do a color chart like I usually do. So it's easier to find colors. So you have to always do swatches on a piece of paper like you can see right there. Luckily these multicultural ones have the name on it. Like this one is beige. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I don't think you can. And the main thing people don't like about cheap markers is the fact that they're water-based. So water-based markers, they don't want, I mean, I meant that it's hard to layer colors. So when you layer colors, your paper's going to get wonky, and yes, I said wonky, and it's going to streak a lot. So my tip for you for using cheap markers or water-based markers, don't try to layer that much, and you have to color really fast. It doesn't dry that much. I mean, it doesn't dry as fast as the alcohol-based markers, but if you color faster, it's not so streaky. Okay, so I'm going to start with coloring the skin. I'm going to be using this color that I showed you, the beige one. Yeah, I think it is beige. Okay, so I'm going to color how I usually color, and that's just to create a big glow. So it's not coloring the whole face. I'm just doing practically just doing an outline, but it still looks nice. It just looks like there's a big light source. Yeah, so I'm going to be, this first thing I usually do is I outline the face. Can you see that? I guess not. Just outline the face, and like I said, do it really fast so you don't have little streaks. And then I do the nose. Oh, excuse my washing machine and dryer, they're going. So I do a shade the sides of the nose. And yes, this is how I draw noses. You don't have to comment on it. I'm not going to change how I draw noses because this is how I draw. And then I usually color the bottom of the eye and the eyelid. I'm going to be making the light source on this right side this way, so it's going to be like that. So basically you just color where shadows would form, well, obviously, and or contours, like your eyelid, there's a fold, so it's going to be a little deeper, so you're going to color down there. And then I'm going to do the hair right here because it's a shadow. And this side of the face because I said the light source was going this way. And then the ears. Okay, maybe I should move it over. Sometimes it's hard to do a video because you're not really paying attention to the camera. so you don't know when it's out of frame. Or that's just me, probably. And then you do the neck. Oh, can I? Remember to color fast. And then I shade or just outline the shoulder. See, it's a lot easier, and you don't have to waste so much markers. Oh gosh. My camera is like right directly where my arm is, so. I don't know if you can see that. Well, so that is all for the skin. I'm not going to layer another color. I'm going to be doing the hair now, and I drew a braid. I don't think I ever did a tutorial on coloring braids, so I thought it would be cool. I don't know what color I should use. Start with the lightest one, and in this case, it's going to be this one. Oops, this one. Okay, the cap just doesn't want to stay on. I want to do these swishy motions like I always do. It creates this nice shine effect to the hair. So make sure one side is tapered. So basically one side is pointy. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, maybe I should do it over here so you can see it. Yeah. Okay, washing machine, shush. Okay. So I'll start with the bangs first because that's usually where I start. I start at the top of the bangs, and you follow the ink lines. So you go like this. Make sure you alternate your stroke lengths, and you follow the lines because it'll help create the different it'll help guide you to how you want the color to look. Oh my gosh, there we go. So it'll also make a nice volume effect, I guess. I can't really explain it. I mean, obviously I can't explain it because I've tried. So see, when you do the little swishy thingies like I do, it creates a shine. And when you follow the lines, it'll create some dimension. It looks like it's already 3D-ish, not opposed to if you color it completely, it's just flat. Anyway, so you follow the lines. And remember to alternate your strokes. It's so shiny, but it's not, because it just looks really shiny on camera. It's kind of funny. Alright, who cares? Let's go on to the braid. Remember the light source. Remember to or the light source, remember to alternate your stroke lengths and follow the lines. I know most of you don't draw like how I draw, but you can still follow, okay, like how I did lots of hair in between. Eek, wrong way. If you just follow the outline of the braid, that's all you have to do. You don't have to draw the braid like how I did it. So when I say follow the outline, let's say I'll use a green. Let's say the braid was like this, like that, whatever. So you just do the same thing, you just follow it like that. Just follow. It's so blurry. Why is it so blurry? Usually where I do the shiny part is where the curves are. That's how I also do the, when I color curly hair, when it's where the part gets curved, like right here, let's say this is hair. I usually color like this. So that where the curved part is where the shiny part is, because that's where it's going to hit the light most of the time, or it's going to hit the light more so, I should say. So that is where I keep the shiny part. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say. And when you do when you color the braid, the inside part, like right here, the inner part should be darker than the outside. So you keep the shiny part on, mainly on the outer edge of the braid. And I'll show the bangs and then I'll do the braid. So when you layer your second layer, you go over, not perfectly where you colored your first shade of color. Just go over it, make sure that the bottom layer is peeking through. You can do the first layer, it takes a little time, more time, but for the second layer, it doesn't take so much. You just go pretty fast. So it's pretty bright. Wow. The bottom layer takes longer because it's like you're laying down the base color. And the second layer is just highlights. So you don't really have to color as much as the previous one. So remember what I said about the braid and the inside is a little darker. This magenta E color, and then you do the same. I know this one's darker. And make sure that all the colors peek through from underneath. Can you see a difference?